You're listening to the Epically Geeky Show, a place for all things geeky.
I pointed at you, asshole.
I know. I was just messing with you. Welcome out to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 68. I am your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Had to take a deep breath, right, Laney?
Easy there, friendo.
That's right. Our opening question, well, first off, let me just say, we are live at Geekfest Preview 2017 here at the CTC campus in the Mayborn Planetarium.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, the actual Geekfest happens August 18th through the 20th. If you are in the local Central Texas area and have not been to Geekfest, man, you are missing out. Exactly. What are you doing?
Where are you?
Get there. This is the preview night, and we decided to come out here and do a live show. Across from us, we've actually got lots of different vendors and stuff going on. Hopefully, we'll be able to grab some people here in maybe a minute or two.
I'll go
see
yell
what's
at
going
them.
on. Yeah, we may grab some people here because on tonight's episode, we're actually going to be doing a geeky either-or questions. This is technically the third episode that we're doing of geeky either-or questions. They always usually tend to work out pretty well for their live shows. But as always, let's get started the show with our normal question, and that is, you have to drive a Batmobile. Are you going to drive the 66, the 89, or the Tumbler, Cyrus Martin?
No question whatsoever about this.
Okay, hold on. Before you say it, I'm guessing he's going to say the 89.
I think he is too.
89 Batmobile. You're guessing 89 Batmobile?
I'm thinking 89 Batmobile.
Are we correct?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
I'm so transparent about this. I love that freaking car.
It is an awesome car.
It's amazing. And, you know, that movie was really special at whenever we were younger, it came out. This is before you were born, Lainey. But, no. Maybe not. But 89. No? Yes?
90. Sorry.
It was really before you were born?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Now I'm old.
Welcome to epicallyold.com or whatever. Anyway, but anyway, yeah, Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson.
It's a great movie.
Yes,
Jack Palance is in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kim Basinger, back when Kim Basinger was Kim Basinger before...
Kim Basinger became not Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She became not.
Before the dark times.
Yes.
Before Alec Baldwin.
The dark times. All right.
All right, Lainey, of the three Batmobiles, which one are you driving?
89.
89, huh? Sticking with that one?
Faux show. That was like my first Batmobile.
Really? Oh, yeah, I guess it would be.
Because I remember watching those movies. By the time I was like old enough to really watch them, they would come on like on the weekends and stuff.
Right.
So I used to watch it all like that. But I just remember thinking that car was super fucking cool, and
Yeah,
I really
it was.
wanted to drive it. So yeah, 89 for sure.
I'm right there with you. The 89, it's just sleek looking. I love that Batmobile. Now, let me ask you this. Just go ahead and ranking the other two. 89, if you had to pick one of the other two, which one would you pick, the 66 or the Tumbler?
Okay, well, let me interject for a second.
No.
Because I actually have seen all of these in person.
Oh.
Like,
I've only seen the 66 one. I've actually never seen the Tumbler or
I've
the
never
89.
seen a Batmobile. That's not true.
yeah, I went to a Cowboys football game when they, maybe the first year or the second year that the new stadium was open in Dallas, and they had all the Batman cars. They had all of them. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I took pictures and I'll have to share them with you later. But yeah, I was able to get in. I couldn't touch them. They wouldn't let us touch them. They were behind ropes and stuff. But I was able to get within just a few feet, maybe 5 or 6 feet of all of them. So I was really able to size them up and get a really good look at all of them, you know. And, man, none of them disappoint. They are all just amazing to look at. So your question is if I had to rank them.
Yeah.
Okay. It's difficult because for historical value, I guess, and nostalgic value and everything, it's hard to say that I don't prefer the 60s car, but I don't. I'm sorry. It was old.
To.
When I was little, I had that car. I had a little toy of that.
Right.
And it was cool-ish, but I was never like, oh, give me that over the G.I. Joes. You know, I was never.
Yeah.
It was that was before my time. So that's not going to be my favorite Batmobile. Sorry. My favorite next to the 89 is going to be definitely the Tumbler. That would be my next one. And if I then had to go, I would probably rank that weird-looking one from the Val Kilmer movies.
Are you talking about the one with the gills, the fins that lit up?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
I can't
But
go. I can't go
but
down that.
you know what? I'm gonna back up because I forgot about the new one, the Ben Affleck one, the one. That's,
See, I haven't seen that one enough to really put it in my ranking.
That's a nice car, though.
yeah, it looks cool. So
But of the three, of the 66, the 89, and the Tumbler, you would go 89, Tumbler, than 66.
yeah,
What about you, Lainey?
I think a 66 is cute, but I think a Tumbler is cooler.
So you would say Tumbler over it?
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna say the 66, just because.
Because he can.
Just because, I mean, I know everyone would of course see the Tumbler, but I don't know, there's just something about it, like that you would get so much like geek love, like you would have people just falling over themselves, going, "Oh my God, it's the '66 Batman!"
yeah. Kim's asking about the helicopter. Are you talking about the the one from the? It wasn't really a helicopter so much as a. What was that thing they had in that last Bat? In the
the wing thing.
They just called it the Bat.
Yeah.
It was in the one with the Bane and all that. They didn't. This was before that came out. I think this was in 2009 or 2010, something like that. So it was before that movie came out. So I didn't see that. That would have been cool too. But there was actually a Batman helicopter, I think, in the '60s.
Oh yeah, there was a Batman, because it had like the purple wings or whatever.
Yeah,
for the landing struts. Yeah, it looked kind of like a bat wing on it. Yeah.
And a boat. There was a Bat boat.
Oh yeah, there was a bat boat.
Bat in a boat.
Yeah.
Hey, but what about the Bat wing from the '89 movie?
Okay, now I was gonna say, if we're talking flying vehicles, it's got to be that Batwing. Because I'm sorry, it's cheesy as all get out, but when he does the whole pull up and the pause and then falls back down, that's just phenomenal. I just love it.
I love that.
Phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love it, except that it couldn't hit anything. Like,
No, it couldn't.
The targeting
The Joker
system
was right there, and it literally shot right beside him. Which I always thought was a weird scene. I was like, okay, he's gonna die. He just stood there. That was weird. And it took one shot. Granted, I mean, yes, it looked like a normal gun, but yeah, I mean, it's not like So.
Okay, she's saying it was the Adam West. No, they didn't have the Bat helicopter, unfortunately. I didn't get to see that. It was just Batmobiles.
Yeah.
But they were awesome.
Well, let's get started with our main topic. Like I said, we're doing Geeky Either Or version 3. So the way this works is chat room, by all means, feel free to chime in with your choice. So let's go ahead and just get started. So now, this is kind of an interesting question. I'm going to throw it out there because...
Isn't?
Yes. Because of the events that are currently happening this weekend, it kind of negates the question. But I'm going to ask it anyway. The question is, you are the head of DC.
Ooh.
You're the head of DC, okay? And unfortunately, Wonder Woman did not do well. It's doing actually really well.
Washington, D.C.
Wonder Woman didn't do so well, all right? It's time to do something drastic. We have got to get this ship righted. We've got to do something. We've got to start making some awesome movies. So here's your choice. Are you going to, A, reboot the DC movie universe with opposite-sex superheroes, or B, random ethnicity?
Can I pick both?
Nope, one or the other. So in option A, you're going to get Batwoman, Wonder Man, Superwoman. See where I'm going here? Or B, Batman is now Mexican. Superman is now Asian. We're just going to randomly assign ethnicities.
Okay, I have my answer.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Lainey.
I want to do random ethnicities.
Random ethnicities, really? I never would have thought you would have picked that.
I know.
Why?
But I just think that, well, number one, I actually think that people would be more willing to accept that before they'll be willing to do a gender bend.
Unfortunately, that might be the case.
But I think that would be a really good way to open people up to the idea of gender bend roles. I think that would be really cool.
Okay.
But I just think it would be really cool. I was really down. Okay, when they were putting up Donald Glover,
Yeah.
Spider-Man when they had that whole thing. I was really into that.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a perfect pick, but so many people had an issue with it, and it didn't make any sense to me because I was like, but he's
he was going as what's the new Spider-Man? Miles. I think his name's Miles.
Kimball or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So,
but I actually thought he would have been a really, really great pick for that, and it just didn't work out. And I thought that the reasoning behind it was really stupid. So I would be super down for that. I mean, look at like the new Iron Man comics. Now they've made Iron Man a little black girl, and that's awesome. She's amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm really down for that. I think that representation is important, and so that would be really cool for a lot of kids growing up to be able to identify that way.
Miles Miller, thank you for that, Joker Wild.
Thank you.
All right, Si, which way are you going?
Well, I wonder though, like, you know what would probably happen if you do gender swaps is so then the only male characters you have is like Wonder Man,
right,
and
wow, that must really suck.
but then they would make that the central character.
Oh, you think they would do that?
That's what would end up happening. It would be like, like, wait a minute. So every character is female, and yet the focus is still on this one male character?
That's exactly what they would do. That's 100% exactly what they would do.
You know what I would love to see is female villains swapped.
Yes.
That would be interesting.
Oh my God! Give me a girl Joker.
In that situation, that would happen as well. You'd have a female Joker. You'd have a male Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Wow, that would be weird,
I would
man.
take it. No, I'd take it.
Or Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy would
Catwoman
be a dude.
could be a dude.
Catman. Catman.
I don't know how that works.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, this is bizarre, but you know what? We're
That'd be awesome.
the older we get, the more bizarre the world becomes, right? So why not? Let's see what happens.
So you're doing.
What do they have to lose?
No, like I said,
Nothing
if
now.
that was the case, they wouldn't have anything to lose. Granted, it looks like Wonder Woman's doing really well. So
What if instead of swapping genders or ethnicities, you swap like body types and they're all just fat?
Why can't we do all three?
Or I mean, I'm not trying to be completely facetious, like
right.
Yeah.
disabled or like
Right, no.
they're like Superman is like he's I don't know, I'm just saying like a double amputee or something,
Right.
or
That'd be
you
awesome.
just switch a bunch of crazy stuff that you wouldn't normally think.
Make it more inclusive. I agree.
See how it goes. So
I don't know. On the one hand, I find this idea interesting, but on the other,
this is why I came up with this question. I knew as soon as I asked it, you would be like,
Would love to see an actual superhero. It's not like a
on the other hand,
regular person.
I say, wait a minute. Like, isn't this? What are we doing? I understand the concept of like switching things up and all that sounds interesting, but at a certain point, you start to ask yourself, wait a minute. I mean, why use this thing that has already existed in this one form as this one thing, and change it completely to fit?
No, it would be a total like, okay, well, you think that's what the problem was. Like, this is what's going to solve it. It's like, no, the problem is you're right. This isn't going to solve it, but I'm going from the idea that it's a movie studio. They don't understand their stuff half the time. So
well, okay, but I mean, you brought this up, so it raises an interesting question because we see this happening with like Ghostbusters, where they bring in the women. So there's been a lot of talk about James Bond. Maybe?
I am so down for a girl James Bond.
See, I would be more interested in getting a black James Bond and a female Doctor Who.
No, not a black
Idris
James
Elba.
Bond.
Okay, no,
Idris
you're
Elba.
right.
Idris
Right.
Elba.
This
the
is
black
Good
James
point.
Bond.
He's already James Bond.
Yeah.
It just needs
Idris
to be
Elba.
done. Right. We're all just waiting on it to actually exist. But
love that man.
he would be awesome.
Yeah, he would.
But what I'm asking is it possible to go too far with this concept of
Es posible.
you know what I mean? like at a certain point is it just silliness to be like, wait a minute, Superman is what? Like, why is it Superman? Why isn't it just something else? You know what I mean?
Right.
We start to ask, what are we doing? What is this?
Well, why can't we just have more?
Is it condescending to the individual maybe groups.
And
No,
I can see that. I
not
can see
necessarily.
how someone might say that.
I think more than anything, what people are asking for is just more representation in that, like, with a character like Spider-Man, why is it such a big deal for it?
I've heard some people say that about Spider-Man. It was like, well, why did they change his ethnicity? Was it just to do that? But
No, because this is a good actor.
It fit into the character. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it wasn't like, okay, we've defined this character. Let's just spin a wheel and whatever ethnicity comes up, that's what we're going to go with. It was like, let's define the character, and he is Hispanic, so he has to deal with that, it being his background.
Let's
that
get
I understand. That's
more. Cool. Then let's just get some new characters in, and let's have them be from all walks of life. You know, I'm down for that.
This is starting to make more sense to me. Right. This, like, instead of let's force this change into something that we're just trying to change for the sake of being more current, I guess.
Right.
Instead of doing that, let's bring in better superheroes.
Let's get some better characters.
Bring in better
from all walks of life that are better
maybe it's
representing
time,
a lot of these different
maybe it's
people.
time, instead of for the 50,000th time this superhero not dying when you think he's really dead, you let him go.
Maybe he can die and we can get somebody cooler.
Yeah.
And you move on. Maybe, but I don't know. We kind of think of comic books from a very nostalgic point of view, because for us, they've been around forever, but they haven't been around forever. They're actually not like Greek mythology.
No.
All right? This stuff was silly when it started. It was, 5-cent comic books, with you get some gum with it when you buy it or whatever,
Exactly.
Baseball cards, it's silliness. We get real serious about it though, because we have this attachment. We say, well, Superman's been around forever and whatever, they haven't been around forever.
Yeah, and you know what? Superman's really boring too. So let's change him up. Make him
It's time. I think about in the 90s when the comics were really blown up, again, having one of those golden times. It'll happen again. It just, it's been a while.
Yeah.
When, Todd McFarlane brought out Spawn, and, we had Jim Lee really doing his thing, and, all these changes happening, all these new franchises coming and starting, and changes. Remember all the changes to Spider-Man? When Venom was introduced, and then Carnage was introduced, and they changed the whole dynamic of how everything's drawn, and how, when they started to make Batman dark and serious instead of just campy and
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So maybe it's time for that again. Maybe it's time to revisit, and make changes and introduce new characters and that sort of thing, instead of just Wonder Woman's a dude. I don't know that's.
Yeah, that's what we need, more dude superheroes.
They're pitching it. They're in the meeting. Yeah, we really think this diversity would be great. And they're like, great. We think you're right. So Wonder Woman's now a dude. You're like, no, that's not what we.
That's the only change. No, everyone else is the same. So
they're like, don't worry. You could be trans. You could be trans.
To answer my own question, I think I'd rather go with the random ethnicity. Just to. I don't know why.
I think it'd be cool.
Something about that seems to me like that.
It'd be nice to show people too that that's not going to change things that much either.
I mean, it's already happened before, right? They changed the ethnicities of characters and things like that, and everybody just kind of is like, right? So what's the problem with that? I mean,
because enough people throw a huge fit.
Really?
Yes. When they talked about making Spider-Man black, it was like a big thing. Like Donald Glover was getting death threats and stuff.
Wow. Nobody threatened Halle Berry when she played Catwoman. But Catwoman's been flipping around back and forth since the 60s anyway,
true.
Right?
That is true.
She's also Halle Berry, and for whatever reason...
Yeah, but that movie was horrible.
Yeah. Well, maybe not the best example. But nobody...
Still.
Even with a horrible movie, still nobody threatened her life. I mean, that's ridiculous.
People get really weird about this kind of stuff, and...
Everybody seems on board with the James Bond thing, right?
This is Idris Elba.
Yeah,
and he is James Bond. Can I have a female...
Did y'all see
Indiana
that last
Jones?
James... hang on.
Can I have a female Indiana Jones?
Okay, size.
What I'm asking is, can I be an
So,
Indiana Jones?
so Tomb Raider. You want to do Tomb Raider?
No, I want to be Indiana Jones.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
What about a male Tomb Raider?
Next question. Male Tomb Raider. All right,
Laird
Lainey.
Croft.
All right, Lainey, your superhero costume. Are you going armored, bulky, just like super
Am I gonna like this
armored
question?
and hot? You're dying inside of heat. Or are you going very cool, but you're going spandex?
Girl, I'm going spandex.
Really?
I've worked really hard on this body. I'm going spandex.
Okay.
No, I just like the thing about like the armor and everything. It looks really cool, but all I can ever think about is like having to actually walk around in that.
Right.
I'm much more down to do like a cat suit and move around in that because I'm more comfortable in that. I wear leggings all the time anyway.
Oh, there you go.
So what's the difference?
That's actually what the cover art was about. Was that when I had the '66 Batman versus
one?
the armored Batman? That was for that question.
I'm down. In fact, I gravitate more towards costumes that don't have a lot of extra like bulky pieces because I don't want to walk around in that. That sounds awful.
See,
Heavy.
I don't like the heat.
Hot.
I don't like the heat at all. But
I
I'm
walk
going
around in a-
armored. Like
yeah.
if it's up to me, yes, I'm going to be suiting up in like
My
Iron
proton
Man
pack is
armor or-
about as much armor as I'll do.
Yeah, I will freaking do I'm thinking the armored bat suit over the spandex 66 one. So
It would look really cute in that 66.
I would wear the 66 one.
Are you serious?
I
I,
would wear
never
the
would have thought you would have
66
said
one,
that.
No, because I'm not going to pull off the badass Batman. But why not the fat Batman? I could be the, that could work. That could,
Your thought process.
because I'm going to go around trying to act awesome, and everybody's going to go, look, who the fuck does this guy think he is? Sorry, I don't watch my language. But
Whatever.
if I walk up looking like that, people be like, want their picture taken with me. It'd be fun.
That would be kind of awesome.
I'd be like, so Robin,
If you do that, I'll go as Robin.
remember, if you swallow poison to drink buttermilk. That was actually from the show.
I believe you.
I wouldn't put it past it at all. I never would have thought you would have said that. I'll be very honest
I'm
with
so
you.
glad you said it.
I'm glad he said it too. I just never thought you would have said it. So.
Make me the costume, I'll wear it.
Oh Jesus! No, I am not working on that. All right. All right. Next question, Cyrus. I'm going to start with you on this one. Magic is real.
Yeah, girl, duh.
All of a sudden, there's some kind of a cosmic change, and magic is real.
It's been real.
Are you going to take
The Orlando Magic?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Are you going to take online courses to learn it, or B, are you just going to YouTube it? We're talking about spells.
As we sit in the educational hub of Central Texas College.
Okay, you're giving it a lot right now.
First of all, I don't believe in education.
Okay.
Oh Lord, not magic. I don't believe in education.
It's been infiltrated by the liberals.
Oh God. Anyway,
I watch a lot of YouTube.
you do watch a lot of YouTube.
And I figure eventually I'm going to learn magic, even if it's just card tricks from YouTube. Anyway, just from saturating myself in it, not necessarily looking for it, just like the bulk mass of YouTube watching that I do, just by statistical probability, it will have gotten into my head.
Right.
So I imagine that's what would happen, even probably by accident. Like, oh man, Si, did you know that magic's real? Yeah. Oh, you did? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I'll do some.
Start doing stuff.
Already in love you.
Yeah. But I really don't.
She's like, yeah.
But then you'd have videos where people are responding to each other. Like you'd have sorcerers like talking trash to each other back and forth.
Oh, totally. Are you
30-minute long response videos
Exactly.
about their magic. This is Cyrus Martin, and he thinks he knows magic, but he doesn't know the spell Alakula Malakbir.
magical version of rags, whatever that would mean. Robes. That was who it would be. Robes. Robes would come after you.
Oh my God. Robes. This has to be a character.
Oh my God, it does.
Robes.
I just helped him figure out stuff for his show. Lainey, are you going to learn magic taking online classes, or are you going to learn magic on YouTube?
I'm going to virtual Hogwarts. I'm gonna take online classes.
Because I'm hoping you're wanting the trained professors
Yes,
to teach
because
you.
I am in all essence Hermione Granger, so
Right.
I need to know and I need to be the best at it,
Right.
like everything else.
You are in all essence Hermione Granger?
Yeah, in every sense. That's what I meant.
I was going to
I'm
say,
just hungry. and I can't
magic,
think.
magic seems like it would be dangerous enough that I'd want to have like a skilled person teaching me this.
So that's what Sabrina the Teenage Witch had. So that's what I want.
That said, I watched The King of Random on YouTube.
Oh no.
And he has created a blast furnace using a fire extinguisher to melt down metal and cast stuff with it. And I've watched that going, I think I can do that.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, am I really going to go and I have a bad feeling I'm going to be YouTubing it.
How many people do you think have tried to do that and then have ended up in the
Well, I
hospital?
mean, I did manage to make his styrofoam cutter, so
I know.
I'm just saying. But,
I haven't even. managed
Sean
to.
has a fun comment. You want to read that?
Yep, that's exactly what would happen.
You could have read that out
100%.
loud during the show.
And then
that
we're
would've
gonna
been
have to
better,
have the
probably.
Ghostbusters.
You're absolutely right. I could have said that. Sean commented, I'd be producing YouTube videos that you think you're creating a neat little levitation trick and instead summon a demon from the 7th level of hell. So, you're right.
Eugene Stevens, professional broadcaster.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
You guys are dummies.
All right. Lainey, I think it's back to you. All right. From now on, the only way that you can find or obtain food is to A, kill random monsters and creatures, or B, destroy objects.
What?
Think of a video game. You're hungry.
I'm
Are
always
you going
hungry.
to A, go outside, find some kind of an animal, kill it, and it turns into a steak? Or B, are you going to go punch a trash can and a pizza appears?
Do I have to be the one that punches the animal?
Not necessarily.
Oh my
Is there a
God.
difference in the quality of food I get
No,
from
no,
either?
no, no.
Well, you're getting the pizza out of a trash can, so I don't know.
Which, by the way, when I asked my partner Kim about that, she's like, absolutely punching a trash can. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? It's a pizza.
Yeah,
I don't have any money or anything.
Yeah.
I'll be punching stuff constantly.
yeah. Just trying to
This
see
light-
what I could get.
This light pole has a hamburger in it. Or
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I can eat whatever I want. No animals have to be harmed.
Well, there you go.
Girl, yes, please. That sounds awesome.
Cyrus?
Why are there so many crates full of like
Exactly.
legs of lamb?
Guys, there's popcorn everywhere.
Very strange.
Out there, the entire park is desolate. Every bench, every trash can, everything is gone. It's like, I just wanted a taco, and I keep getting lamb.
Okay,
that
so
would be the hard part.
which would I rather
Which
do?
would you rather do?
I don't really, as much as I enjoy meat, I don't think I enjoy killing animals
Yeah.
that much. I'm not like into that. That's not my thing. I'm not
Me
like
neither.
super psyched about like going and murdering animals. all the
Punching a
time.
deer in the
What if they're
face.
monsters, though?
I don't want to do that either.
I don't
because
want to
then I'm
eat
gonna-
a monster.
Here's the thing. Here's what you're asking, though, Eugene. Do you want to potentially be eaten so that you can eat, or do you want to just punch a trash can and get a burrito?
I'm just saying.
Oh, here's another question. What do the monsters eat?
Trash can burritos.
We'll go
Are
with that.
they're getting the burritos out of the trash? That's why there's no burritos.
That's right. They've
Because the
eaten all burritos.
monsters are getting them already. So I guess I would prefer getting my food out of things.
Trash can.
Like
Like
basically
he does now.
Basically, yeah. the random crazy video game version of the replicator from Star Trek.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Basically, yes. So,
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
All right. Let's see here. Next up, Cyrus. All right. So this one's a little involved.
Oh, here we go.
This is actually perfect for our current location
Oh, thank God.
because we are in the planetarium.
Uh-huh.
So Cyrus, you're going on a trip.
In your favorite rocket ship.
That's right. Are you going to the moon in a vehicle with 3 other people that's roughly the size of, like those kind of a little bit expanded, like, buses? A little bit bigger than a minivan.
So, like, bigger than a Space Mountain.
Yeah, it's not too big. It's about the size of a minivan, okay? With 3 other people. and you're going to be gone for 2 months. Okay? Or B, are you going to Mars in a vehicle with roughly, let's say 9 other people, so 10 people total, but it's literally the size of like an Airbus. But you're going to be gone for 2.5 years.
I think Mars sounds pretty cool,
Okay.
actually. Although I worry about long-term... there's several problems to be worked out with that.
No, we're not talking about the problems. We're just talking. I'm basically talking
Theory of
I'm
relativity
framing you
and
in a
whatnot.
vehicle for a certain amount of time with a certain amount of people. Which way are you going? The little vehicle with just for a short period of time with just a couple other people, or a large vehicle with that's gonna be you're gonna be gone for a while.
I think I can tolerate a lot of things, but a extremely cramped space with people for how long?
2 months.
Yeah, I'll go to Mars.
Okay.
Because what I'm more concerned about than anything is the psychology of myself.
By the way, the ship is about to take off. You may be hearing it in the background.
You're welcome.
Oh, shit. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that back there. Can you see it?
Well, it's behind you, so.
I want to know if y'all can hear that.
I'm coming to you live, Eugene. Can you hear me?
Yes, I have you.
The wind is picking up here. We're not sure if...
I lost my hat.
Oh, my God. The humanity. And the hot air is even more fierce than normal on our show. Anyway.
You went with that.
Yep.
Sai has a racist camera.
It's trying to change.
That's right. There you go. All right. So we'll pick up where we were at. So, Lainey, now that you've had a chance to look and see what the Running Man is, which would you rather be forced to be in, the Running Man or Hunger Games?
Hunger Games.
Why?
Because, number one, Hunger Games feels a little bit more like at least some people are going to be kind of on my side because I'm not competing as a convict. I'm
that's
competing,
a good point.
I'm competing as somebody who was unjustly ripped from my family.
Uh-huh.
So there's that. That's a little bit extra morale boost.
Right.
Also, the idea of somebody chasing me down with like chainsaws and shit, pass. There's a reason that that haunted houses are hard for me. Like, I'm just not into it.
Right.
And I like the idea of if there is somebody trying to kill me, at least it's like combat, like one-on-one combat, and I'm having to
Unless someone throws a spear at you from 50 yards away.
Yeah, but in that case, you know what? I'm out. That's fine.
Okay.
Plus, I have a lot more faith in myself now, how I would do in the Hunger Games. I was thinking about this the other day. I was before, I feel like I would have tripped on the platform and blown up instantly. But now I feel like I could at least make it into the woods for a day,
Right.
a solid day.
Right.
So.
Okay. It's both are perfectly good answers, Cyrus.
Yeah.
Running Man or the Hunger Games?
All right. Well, nobody got to hear us say this. Welcome back, people, if you're joining us.
Hey.
We had a little technical hiccup, which hopefully we're okay for now on.
It seems to be. Everyone's chat room saying it looks like it's back up. So
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely. The Running Man. I would be the Running Man. Absolutely.
Does he say it like that in the movie?
probably. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's Arnold. I mean, and it's early Arnold. It's not.
So before they ever made him try to get rid of that accent.
Yeah.
I'll be back and all that stuff. And I don't know. No, that's before Hasta La Vista.
I don't know.
This was like 87.
Oh, back when you took your dinosaur to go see the movie with you?
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's okay.
Yes.
I'm getting old now too.
27. Anyway.
We had to put the giant stone speaker on the side of
Yeah.
the Brontosaurus, and then
Yeah.
we had the
They
giant
would
steak.
bring the huge
Yeah.
rack of ribs.
Oh
Car
yeah.
would tip over.
Y'all are ridiculous. Anyway, why are you going Running Man? Just so that you can do the voice? Is that it?
Yeah, Richard Dawson, man, he was awesome. Richard
right,
Dawson was
weirdo.
in that.
Part of me, you brought up a really good point. I think I may have to go Hunger Games just because, like you said, there's the possibility I might be able to get a couple of people on my team.
That's the
and
thing.
last longer.
You get if you do well or whatever, your people sponsor you. They send you things. That's
True.
how Katniss got a lot of the stuff that she needed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
And that's the
Hunger
thing.
Games is a downer, man.
I'm endearing as hell, and so I feel like I would get all kinds of cool shit.
I couldn't
Listen
deal.
to that.
couldn't deal with that little girl getting killed again, man. That was
when Rue died, I probably cried.
Yeah,
for
someone
a
in the
good
chat room said they were going
15
to
minutes.
totally pull a Rue and look all cute and innocent and then just stab people in the back immediately.
Yeah, I got the heart, but I'll can kill you.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to go Hunger Games. So just for the possibility of having.
Well, what's yours skill be?
Ooh, good question. See, that's the other thing. Like, if I lived in the world of the Hunger Games, I feel like at an early age, I would immediately start
You would have
training.
a skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not even training for the Hunger Games. You would just have to have a skill because you live in extreme poverty, depending on where
Now,
you come
here's
from.
here's the thing. I'm told I have a very quiet walk. So I would think maybe I might pick
Cyanide
Who
No.
told you this?
every teacher I've ever worked with. Like,
Oh.
you have no idea how many times I've walked into a classroom and been standing there about to ask a question, and the teacher turned around and just go, "Oh my God, you scared me to
So
death."
you make a really great assassin.
Maybe-
I'm thinking maybe a close hand-to-hand weapon might actually work. Otherwise, I would probably say bow. I'd rather try to stay away.
Have you ever thought that maybe you don't necessarily have a quiet walk, but this is like the common excuse for them being completely freaked out when they see you?
Man's
Well, now
got
that
it.
you say it,
Oh my God, what's
Well, no,
wrong? I was just you're so quiet.
shut up. God, I wish there was someone in the chat room who could back me up on that.
Nothing.
All right.
By the way, Ray is with us in the chat room,
Ray.
Ray.
which you got some explaining to do about this,
Yeah.
Eugene.
Really, Ray?
I heard he
did
shunned
not
you,
kick
Ray, and I'm
off.
really
Don't
sorry.
Even. We're having technical issues as is.
Yeah,
You're killing me, dude.
Eugene was a real jerk
Shut
about
up,
it.
shut
man.
up, shut up. All right.
Puss in Boots eyes. Good idea, Sean.
All right, whose question is it next? I asked
I'll
you
go
first.
I'll-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah.
Besides, you may need a second to think about this one.
Oh God.
Cyrus?
What is that supposed to mean? Because she's a woman?
Thank you
Would you
for
ra-
jumping to my defense on that one before I did.
Cyrus, would you rather be a toy or a monster?
Huh?
Well, I happen
We're
to
going
be.
Pixar here. Would you rather be a toy?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Or a monster.
I was gonna
That's what I
say.
thought you meant,
Some
but I was
people.
like, no.
Some people say I'm both. No. Rah rah. No. Anyway.
I can't do it.
Man, those toys, they got a lot of work they have to do. And they keep falling apart, the
True.
things.
Or get left
it's-
behind.
Yeah, and it's so emotional.
When somebody loves
Yeah, like the monsters weren't.
They were, but it's
but
different.
they're comedians, Billy Crystal.
Right.
I think I'd have more fun with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see you. Yeah, I could see you as a monster.
Plus, we get to scare people.
Now, here's the only other thing. Then I thought
Well,
for
are
sure
you
you were
living
going to ask.
pre-movie or post-movie?
I don't know.
Are you living MU universe or are you living post Monsters Inc. universe? So are we comedians or are we still scaring people?
I'll allow doing the comedy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's just my question:
But-
is what would you rather do?
But
Well, I'd rather be funny. Yeah.
But here's the question. I thought for sure you were going to ask: is what kind of toy can I be?
Bo
Oh
Peep.
my God.
You can be Bo Peep.
I'm not thinking that way. I'm thinking. I thought for sure your first question. I thought for sure your first question was going to be: can I be a transformer? Can I be a transformer and actually transform into like a car or something and do stuff like that?
Well, I think it's too soon to start thinking about Transformers as a movie that doesn't suck.
I'm thinking of classic toys. You could be Soundwave.
Well, I can't turn down. If somebody offers for me to be Soundwave, I can't turn
gonna
that
turn it
down.
down.
Right.
I mean, that's going to take precedent over pretty much everything that could ever happen to me.
Right.
So, do I get to have the mouth? Does the
Yes.
Nerd.
And have the little
You could
little
you could
dudes
literally
come out?
transform. So like you would be the informant for the group. They'd say, "Si, we need you to go."
Do you think? Do you
What's
think
going
that?
on? And you'd literally go down to the living room and like they're like, "Oh no, mom's coming
Yeah.
in the room," and you literally just go and transform into a tape player.
Do you think that the tapes are like his kids, or are they just like his?
That's a good question.
Did he make them?
No, I think they're just like partners, friends, partners.
But they're designed for him.
True. I don't know.
But like, see, it's funny because like some of them are little some of them are little dudes.
Yes.
But then some of them are animals.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me. Like, It's like he's almost like Geppetto, and they're like his little Pinocchios.
Chucky, you would be Chucky.
Oh my God.
Dude, yes.
No.
That's the perfect toy to be.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we just totally changed his
He
answer.
could be Ken from Toy Story 3. The pretty
That would
handwriting.
be hilarious.
You'd have a great
So you would go toy.
wardrobe.
I don't know.
He doesn't know now.
Monster, huh?
You asked him that stupid question, and now he can't decide.
Well, I wanted to make sure he completed because normally he asked all these questions.
I know,
and
and
I
we
was like,
almost
surely he's gonna ask
almost
this.
had a question to Cyrus
So it's
where he
my
didn't
fault.
do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I can't be a toy because it's a toy doesn't have control. You know, a toy is.
Right.
Don't they though? Wasn't Woody in control?
Wasn't
I don't know.
What's his name in control?
Sid?
No.
No.
The
Andy?
bear.
Lotso.
Lotso.
Lotso, hugging bear.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be a monster.
Okay, Laney.
Oh my
monster
God,
or
you can't
toy?
talk to me about that movie. It makes me emotional. I can't. Monster.
Monster.
I would also just like to see what kind of monster I would be.
That's a good question. What are you
Yeah. I want to know if I'd look like Celia with her
thinking? See,
snake
that's what I
hair.
was thinking. Like, would you have like lots of tentacles? And
I would want a lot of tentacles.
I'm thinking definitely
Shark
sea
side.
based.
Yeah, I would be some kind of a water monster. For show. But yeah.
I'm not going to bring that up. What Ryan asked. I'm definitely going toy.
Oh my God.
I'm definitely going toy because I would have to be Optimus Prime because it would be awesome and I would be I would
Nerd.
transform.
This
and
was
it would
just
be awesome.
Eugene's way
That's
of
a lot of pressure,
being
though.
Optimus Prime.
You're
Can you
right.
imagine-
But even though they didn't necessarily have the personality of the toy that they were. Most of them did. I mean,
But what if you were like a crappy version of Optimus Prime?
He would
crappy
be.
version.
Yeah. Like what if you were based on the Michael Bay movies or
Oh man,
Or-
yeah, that would kind of suck. But you could be a crappy monster too, though.
What if you were like a McDonald's Optimus Prime
Yeah,
toy?
like what if you're a monster? What if you looked like?
Like that Toy Story short with the little Buzz Lightyear.
Oh. Lord. Yeah, no, I'm still going Optimus Prime. So. Okay,
Alright.
Laney,
Yeah. What's up?
who would you rather have as a sidekick, Robin or Kato?
I feel like I could emotionally abuse Robin a lot more.
I'm sorry, what now?
I feel like I could emotionally abuse Robin a
You
lot more.
probably could.
It's a
That's your
problem.
answer? That's what you're basing your answer on is who I could emotionally abuse.
Well, I feel like if I was a superhero, I'd be under a lot of stress.
getting to know you?
Right?
No,
Dark?
probably. I don't know. That's a hard question.
Okay, so Robin, has quite a few skill sets.
Robin has some good qualities.
has some awesome qualities. Kato is Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be Kato.
Going Kato, huh?
Yeah.
Cyrus? Who would you rather have as a sidekick? I know which way he's going to come down because of one answer. There's one question. As soon as I answer it, I know which way he's going to be. Would you rather have as a sidekick, Robin or Kato?
Robin.
Because
I'm Batman.
exactly. I knew it as soon as because I thought you were really going to ask. You're like, wait a minute. If I have this as a sidekick, does that not mean I'm? Because I mean, that's the only downfall with.
We established that I was Batman back in the old show, back when I ran those kids off from breaking into my landlord's car.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've done a lot of public service, actually.
A lot of vigilante
Yeah.
business. Nerd.
All right. I'm gonna.
I can't do that. I'm like, hey guys, quit it. And nobody listens.
Oh, but that's what if they rebooted Batman, but
And it was me.
but it was a
my
girl,
annoying
and
voice.
it was a woman, but it wasn't like a badass woman. It was just like,
Me.
guys, stop.
Guys, quit. That's not cool. Come on.
Kim says Bruce Lee all the way.
He's got like a phone, or she's got like a phone. She's going around. What is your mother's phone number? I'm calling your mother
You know
right
what?
now.
I recognize you, you little punks. What's me?
I'm gonna have to go. I have to go Kato.
Yeah.
I have to go Kato because it's Bruce Lee.
Yes, it is.
I can't fault you. I mean, dude, if you're gonna have a sidekick, you really do want it to be Bruce Lee. I mean, you're just gonna be able to.
The old show, he did nothing. Bruce Lee did everything.
Nobody even knows who he was. Like, they only remember Bruce Lee.
Exactly.
As far as I'm concerned, you could basically just sit back and like have a hamburger and a milkshake and Kato's taking care of business.
Yeah.
Yep.
You tell the guys, tell us what we need to know, or Kato's gonna whoop your ass. And you just be like his PR guy, basically.
PR guy. All right. Let's see here. Cyrus, next question. Oh, this is going to be interesting. We've got 3 more questions. Quit looking. All right.
What is it you want me to do in the chat room? Hang on. They're saying I should do Arnold in the Batman voice.
Uh-oh.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
Arnold?
No, because it sounds too much like Trump. I was going to say the Tomb or
Arnold,
So
is
you're
it
talking like this, but with an accent?
Is it Batman as Arnold that you want, or Arnold as Batman?
That's a good
Batman is Arnold. So the
Batman is Arnold?
Batman, but with an accent.
Where's Rachel? Swear to me! Do it now! Tell me where she is and all of that stuff and these kinds of things.
You guys did that. You asked for that. You got it.
I do not have to kill you. Wait, what does he say? He says, I won't kill you, but I do not have to save you. Inside of the plane. Or not the plane, but
I think he
the
actually
train.
wanted it the other way around, but
That
right,
was
sorry.
No, that's what you get. That's all you
that's
get.
what you get. Yeah. All right,
Enjoy.
Cyrus.
Martha!
Stop it.
Oh my God.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say it? Tell me now. Tell me why you said this name and this stuff and all these kinds of things.
Get through the Batmobile. that was great.
No.
Oh no, that was Joker's World. Oh,
I'm a friend of your son.
all right, Cyrus.
So Batman is Batman, but he's also Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
True.
So can you imagine a Batman movie where he's
my
both?
God.
He's both. No,
I'm
we
waiting
won't
for
do
him
it.
to just launch
know.
into it. All right,
We won't do it.
Cyrus.
Yes.
Would you rather cancel Game of Thrones to bring back Firefly, or cancel Stranger Things to bring back Lost?
You happen to have picked, and I've always told you people, and
You people?
I've always told you people that I am not one of the cool nerds. Okay,
Me neither.
there's shows that I don't know about. I missed the shows. Okay,
Right.
and you picked 2 of them. I don't know about Lost, and I don't know about Firefly.
Really?
Hey, guess what?
So okay,
Me
so I'm
neither.
assuming. So basically, I'm asking, which would you rather cancel, Stranger Things or Game of Thrones?
Well, Game of Thrones is almost over anyway. I think we can let it go.
Really, I never would have thought you would have picked that.
Well, I mean, it's almost over anyway.
True.
And Stranger Things just got started. These kids are going to go on and have these amazing careers. You can already tell these kids are going to be
They're
awesome.
super talented.
I got to see more of that. I got to
I
see
never
it.
would have thought you've surprised me tonight, Cyrus.
Well,
That's why I love doing these questions.
I am full of surprises.
There it is.
Which one are you canceling?
Stranger Things.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta know how Game of Thrones ends. I'm not as emotionally invested. Okay, let's be fair. Also, I also still haven't finished Stranger Things. Yeah. So, I know.
You're dead to
I'm
me.
sorry.
All right.
No, it's not on purpose.
Nope, you're dead to me. Go on. Just cut her. I'm about to pull her mic cable. No.
Stop.
So this has been the Epically Geeky Show.
But I'm sure once I finish Stranger Things, my answer will change, but I'm not emotionally invested yet in Stranger Things. I'm
Right.
pretty emotionally invested in Game of Thrones, and I need to know how it ends.
Okay.
I need to know if they're going to kill Tyrion, because if they do, I'm out.
Sean says, read the damn book when it comes out if you want to know how it ends.
No!
You know
I don't
what? I don't think
read.
you will ever find that out either, to be honest.
You know
with
I don't know how to read.
Audiobook.
There you go. I mean, I'm really far behind on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you are. Like,
But I'm
crazy.
like you, Si. Like, I want to see what happens. I want to see what these guys do with this Stranger Things because these writers are
I'm really
awesome.
interested to find out how this goes. 'Cause
Well,
so
you know
far-
that main kid from Stranger Things is in the It movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
that
is.
looks awesome.
These kids are all. I'm telling you, their careers are going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
In
They're
10
really
years,
talented.
they're going to be getting Oscars. I mean, they're
not like a lot of these like bottom of the barrel like Disney stars and stuff that like come out. It's like they're gonna have a great career. Like they're actually gonna book they're gonna book like real shows. They're gonna book like actual acting gigs because they can actually act. You know,
True.
they're not booked on something because like, oh, you can dance and you can say these lines in a sentence. That'll work. Like it's
You can say sentences. You
Sean's.
qualify.
I'm not going to repeat what you said, Sean. But basically, you're saying you stopped watching Game of Thrones in the
On
first
episode
episode.
one?
Yeah, first
I was
episode.
gonna say that was
the very first
one?
episode, like the literal
Yeah.
first episode.
Oh, Ray. Okay. Shame Laney. Shun her. Sean's kind of. What did Sean say? Read the damn book. Okay, I was going to say, is Ray telling to shun you? That was
No, Ray would never shun me.
probably not. No. All right. Okay. Second to last question. Oh, by the way, yes, I would cancel Game of Thrones to bring back Firefly. So.
That's the better answer.
All right. Oh, this one's perfect for you, Laney.
Hey.
Now you got to listen to it all the way through. Who is going to score your life? The combination of Danny Elfman and Hans Zimmer tag teaming to score your life, or John Williams.
Oh God.
I had to
damn
put those
you.
two together because I'm like, that's the only way I can even rival.
Oh no! I don't know if I can answer this.
And I just broke Laney.
Wait, so this has been the Epically Geeky show. Or we doing,
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What is this, like lethal weapon or?
I'm bargaining with my maker right now, trying to figure this out. God, that's a really hard question.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked it. And saved
Why
it
do
to
you
the
do
end.
this? Why do you like to make me have an
Because-
existential crisis?
Reasons.
I think.
Wait,
last
did they?
question's perfect for Sai too.
Do the other ones go in the fire?
No.
Don't you dare. Ooh. Honestly, I think the tag team of Danny Elfman and Hans Zimmer,
Okay.
which is a hard answer for me to do. But that's two styles that I think
Right.
would be able to really get the little nuances of me, and those are two.
So let's just remember some of John Williams' greatest work.
Stop it.
For instance, Schindler's List. Obviously, Star Wars and Indiana Jones,
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. You know, some
Written
small
some of-
flicks.
Truly has written some of my favorite pieces of music of all time. Incredible
Jaws.
respect for that man. Love him dearly. But I think Danny Elfman's, for what I think of when I think of what my life would sound like if it was scored.
Now, see, that is a good question as well. Like, how do you think your life?
That's a good point. You would definitely be pretty much nothing but Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman for most of my day-to-day life. But like whenever I'm doing something really like badass and I'm like really focused, it would
Right.
be Hans Zimmer all the way. So yeah, for sure. See, I do know things about stuff.
Sean in the chat room, I would probably choose Williams just to break him by telling him to
Lighten
lighten
it up over and
over and over again.
That would be funny.
Joker's wild. I don't have an interesting life, so it would be a waste of talent either way.
Ray, Harry Potter. I know Ray.
Let me Hans Zimmer music. It's like washing dishes.
Exactly.
You know.
All right.
All right, Cyrus. She made her choice. Which one are you going with?
Okay, so I would like to think, I would love to think that I could pull off a Danny Elfman and a Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
Because just to share personal information, my second book that I wrote, Ethan Eternal, I wrote listening to Hans Zimmer music, all kinds of Hans Zimmer music. I actually wrote it to his music.
Really? I didn't know that one.
Yep, it synchronizes to certain pieces
I'm going to have to go back and listen to it.
Aren't you just Radiohead?
I know, right?
I've always done that.
I know you said that. I just didn't know what music. You said you would write to music, but I didn't know necessarily
Maybe we
what you were
should.
writing to.
I'm getting ideas. Never mind.
Oh, go on. Anyway,
and having said that, I can definitely not pull that off. But am I worthy of John Williams scoring my
it
life?
doesn't matter.
No.
You are choosing which one is going to score your life.
Well, I think I'm probably kind of old, like as far as like my way of thinking and I try to understand the world as it is, but I don't. Mm-hmm. This world is insane, and I'm old, and
Old.
No, seriously, there are certain concepts
I know. We've had this conversation.
where I'm like, I don't know. Okay,
Cool.
world's crazy.
Yeah.
So I feel like John Williams is old-fashioned, also.
Right.
So I think he would. I think he could write a score for me. Like, I'm not saying I'm worthy of his best stuff, but I think he could do my life.
Right.
That's an interesting point, though, because that's kind of how I feel about Hans Zimmer. Is he's so a lot of the stuff that he does is so diverse that I feel like
No, absolutely.
it would make a lot more sense.
Danny Elfman, not Hans
It
Zimmer.
would
You're
be
Danny
more
Elfman.
all-encompassing for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, I just really wanted to play the Wonder Woman theme every time I'm at the gym.
Well, there you go. I have to go with Williams. I would. It would be epic either way.
Every time
it would be
Eugene
epic.
wakes up, it's the
Oh my God.
friggin' Jurassic
I'm just-
Park theme.
Oh my God.
That's what I would want.
Oh, really? Dun, 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 dun. He's like taking a shower. Dun, 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 dun.
That's the part I was thinking about. Like I'm literally like walking from my car, just.
Bum 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da.
He's driving to work. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, that would be awesome. All right, last question, Cyrus. You get to start this one off. Lainey, I don't know how much you're gonna have input on
All
it,
right.
but this one's definitely gonna be
Maybe
yours,
I'll
Cyrus.
surprise you, and I'll Google it while you're asking Cy.
Cyrus,
Yes.
from here on out, every video game that you play has to either be played on a touchscreen or B with motion control.
Oh, I actually have an answer to this.
What?
I literally, did you see his eye?
Yeah.
Literally just went, what? Like,
He was rebooting.
from this point forward, every video game you play has to be a touchscreen, so no physical buttons, or B has to have motion control in it.
You sick bastard. Dude, this is why would how could you even imagine a scenario like this? Like, it takes a
It's the future.
no,
I
not any future I want to be a part of. Like, here we go. What was I just
He's
saying?
about to pull option C, which is no.
Would just play video games with
He's
his
just like, I'm
controller
just
in
gonna
his
get up
underground
there.
bunker.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks for joining us on the Epically Geeky Show. I've been your host, Eugene
Bye.
Stevens.
Okay,
Here we
so
go. He's got it.
this is like, hey, would you rather dive into a pit full of lava, or like jump into
Or
a giant
lemon
meat
juice with
grinder?
lots of,
yeah, right.
That's on your body.
Yeah.
Going down a razor blade slide.
Okay, so let me think about it for a second. Okay.
So we go to Lainey
3
in the back?
hours
Or are
later.
you thinking?
No, I'm going to answer
Okay,
right now.
okay.
I just
Okay.
want to kind of go through I just want to paint it out.
He's got to
So I-
think this out, people.
All right. Have I ever enjoyed a touchscreen game?
I don't know.
And have I ever enjoyed motion controls? Okay. I know that I've enjoyed some motion control stuff. Like, for instance, I just tried out the beta for ARMS on the Switch,
Right.
and I actually enjoyed that. And that's a new game, and that was okay. The thought of controlling any serious game that way makes me crazy. But okay. And then there's touchscreen. Touchscreen. Well, Angry Birds, I guess. Enjoyed Angry Birds with the
He
touchscreen.
really is going to take us through the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How dare I can't believe you did this to me.
Sucks, doesn't it?
No,
Hurts, don't it?
this is horrifying.
This
Yeah.
is technically the second question I came up with.
There's no way in hell I would rather never play another retro game or Super Nintendo, any kind of like button type game. I would rather never play them again than to use touchscreen controls.
Okay, so obviously you're going with motion. So here's how you play Super Mario Brothers the rest of your life. That's how you jump.
No, I won't play. I won't play Super Mario Brothers.
Do it.
I won't do it.
Okay.
He's not gonna do it.
But there are some games I could enjoy
Right.
with motion controls.
Yes.
So unfortunately, I have to do that shit.
Make sure to ask Picky Old Gamer next time you see him that question. See how bad.
No, I will not ever ask anyone that question. Jesus, you're a sadist and a horrible human being.
Thank you.
Sad, strange little
Lady.
man. Hi.
Hi. Motion control or like playing on a screen.
Motion control.
Okay. Why?
Because it's fun.
Okay.
I like it. And also, I like shooter games. Mm-hmm. Like when it comes to like arcade games and stuff.
Good
and
point.
That's kind of similar.
Good point. You could do Duck Hunt. You could do stuff like that.
I like stuff like that. And that's kind of how I play games already anyway. I'm not supposed to, but when I'm like, I have to jump and I'm already doing that anyway. So, but yeah, it kind of goes along with what I already like about video games. So
Right.
I would be cool with that. That wouldn't bother me at all.
Okay. I'm going to have to go motion control, and here's why. There's a very, and I showed Lainey, there is a very, very simple but fun Ghostbusters game that you can download
Oh my
for
God,
free,
it's awesome.
and it's from Playmobil. They actually created some Playmobil Ghostbuster toys, which are awesome. They are really cool toys. But they released a very simple game that you can download for your phone or whatever. And the controls are literally, you just tap one side of the screen or the other to move back and forth, or you tap one of the two buttons to which way you're going to fire.
Super fun. I
And
love it.
just with that, I keep finding that I'm hitting the wrong thing because I don't have something physical for me to touch. Going on a touch screen just does not work. So for that, I would have to go motion control. So
It's a horrible choice, but I don't see how you could pick touchscreen. I mean, it's just.
I mean, if it's something I'm sitting in line for and playing for 5 or 10 minutes, it's okay. But trying to seriously play games, no, it's not. No, not unless you're playing like something like Command and Conquer, in which case you're just like touching or doing something like that. That's it. What?
Ryan.
Kill your sister with a butter knife or a box of chopsticks. You're in his head, aren't you? No.
Jesus.
We're not going to get that dark.
That question stings.
No. Cyrus just wanted internet.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, because he hasn't brought it up yet. You actually brought it up before he did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our episode of Epically Geeky this week. Like I said, we were joining you live from the Geekfest Preview at CTC Planetarium. Once again, if you are in the Central Texas area, you're going to be here between the 18th to the 20th. Come check out Geekfest. There is so much cool stuff here. We're going to be doing a live show. Cy is actually going to be doing live broadcasting almost the entire time. We hope to do some interviews with some of the...
I am?
Really? Don't
Yeah.
even...
Oh, no.
We hope to have like lots of vendors and stuff here. They've got food trucks. Like I said, there's LARPing going on outside. It's really cool. There's lots of cosplay stuff, but there's also lots of panels that are going on. And I mean, the panels cover everything from
Harry
making
Potter
cosplay,
to Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
yeah, I mean, it's literally anything you can think of. It's
Super fun.
Unlike a lot of other cons where it tends to focus on one thing or another, this is literally everything and anything. So, with that said, let's go ahead and move on to our picks and pans for the week. Would anyone like to go first?
I'll do it.
Of course. By the way, we missed you last week whenever I asked who wants to go first and no one did.
Aww. Again, that's the Hermione Granger in me.
There you go.
All right, so my pick for this week is the new season of Master of None that came out at the beginning.
I haven't watched it yet.
Dude, oh my God, it was so good.
Oh, I haven't done it.
It was really, really good. I'm so impressed by I'm impressed by the people that Aziz Ansari can get to come and do the show with him. I'm impressed by the people he can get to work on the show with him, and I'm impressed by the stuff that he does. And I'm so glad that he's doing the show on Netflix, so he has so much more liberty.
Control, yeah.
Yes, there's so many other things that he can do because he's not at the mercy of a network. just so good.
Yeah.
So good. And I like that not every single episode follows like the same monotonous storyline. You know, they'll diverge, they'll go off, they talk some more about some of the other side characters. I loved it. It was so good. Pisses you off at the end just like last season did, but worth it.
Now, I've heard he's supposedly not doing a third season.
He sure as shit better be.
Okay. See, yeah, you told me that. I'm like, okay. So
We better be getting a third season. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't, though, because he's on Sorry and he'll just do whatever he
He's
wants.
just like, all right, well, I'm done. Yeah.
But yeah, I love that show. I love the first season. That first season is
The first season is good.
That first season is one of two perfect contains one of two perfect uses of the Toto song Africa in it.
I don't remember that episode.
Oh,
I'll have
I
to
do.
go back and watch
It's
it.
great.
Cyrus, do you have a pick or pan for the week?
Well, sticking with the theme of shows, I'll go with House of Cards, Season 5.
You rat bastard.
I just remember what my pick's going to be. And yeah. So you're enjoying it, right?
No,
He enjoyed it. He has already
That's right,
enjoyed
he's
it. He has
already
finished
enjoyed
it.
Yes.
I watched the entire season in just over a day.
I just like picture Cy like sitting on the couch with all those giant things of like the cheese balls. Like a blankie.
The big tub.
Yes. Yeah, that's
No,
what I want to do.
That does sound fun, but no. No, I love that show. I don't care. People, I understand the political environment has obviously changed considerably.
Yeah, but
we
they
were-
didn't know that when they were writing it.
Yeah, we were
I
talking
mean,
about that, and a lot of people think because here's the thing: Netflix does not release their numbers, and that drives like Nielsen like insane. But a lot of people are like, I think it's lost a little steam mainly because people are like, this is a fun show, this is an interesting thing to watch, and it's interesting fiction, and now it's like this is not as fictiony as it used to be.
it's scary. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
it's not It's granted, it's not Game of Thrones. It's not House of Cards' fault that
True,
our
yes.
administration.
It's a great show. It
It's
doesn't
such a
matter
good show.
because I really, honestly, it almost got me more into the show because
You wanted to see how it played out there?
No. What I mean to say is because our political environment is no longer boring. Our political environment is so interesting and everything. Like before, let me say this. Like I kind of imagined like House of Cards watching it before. I kind of was like, oh, what if this happened? Like this is crazy. Can you imagine? And now it's more like, let me just get into this story and appreciate what they're doing and appreciate the acting and the set design and what's being told as far as the arc of these characters. And I really started to really think of it more like a show and less a gimmick. I actually enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the new season quite a bit.
I'm just gonna round it out and say I'm only 3 or 4 episodes in, but also a Netflix show. Season, I think it's 3 of The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It's hilarious.
Parker said he couldn't finish it.
I
Couldn't
love
or
Kimmy Schmidt.
wouldn't?
Couldn't.
It is
Said he
so
just couldn't get through it.
It is so funny to me, especially if you go back and watch those first 6 episodes, the ones that were actually designed to be on NBC, and then see where they went from there and how they let those characters just go
Breathe.
unchained and run. It's
Well,
hilarious.
that's kind of parallel to what happened with 30 Rock.
Yeah,
Like towards the end of either that first or second season, they just started going crazy because they thought they were getting canceled.
exactly. Yeah,
So
a lot of shows have done that, and it seems like
And it
once
works
they do
better.
that, yeah. Because if they try to,
when you stop caring,
that show,
you let
Cougar
yourself
Town.
go.
They made a joke about the name of the show, Cougar
I've
Town.
never thought that show was funny.
That show is hilarious, mainly because. Oh, now when did you watch it? Did you ever watch it after about the first season? That's when it got funny because
I
they
was
literally
gonna say, I was like, this is dumb. I don't
they
wanna
gave
watch
up the whole thing, and it literally because originally it was supposed to be about Courtney Cox, and she's single now, and now she's dating, and it was nothing about that. It was about the group of friends that hung out and just did stupid stuff, and it was so fun.
Courtney
it. Like
Cox.
it's always sunny in Philadelphia.
They've actually stopped. The chat room has stopped listening to us because they've devolved into a discussion about food. Which, by the way, I'm also hungry.
All right, guys.
All right. You know what? I love the fact that y'all are doing that, though. That's great. As long they've got conversations on conversations on conversations, which as long as it's geeky,
Hey,
that's all that matters, baby.
you know where you can get a great meal, or at least where you can find the finest refreshments and to meet all of your gamer needs at Bit Bar here in Killeen, Texas. Open 7 days a week.
Is it open 7 days a week?
I believe it is. I believe it opens at 4 o'clock.
I
If you
just-
get there before 6. There's no cover.
No cover.
According to Yelp. Yeah.
All right.
5 stars.
Oh my god.
I hope you've enjoyed the show, ladies and gentlemen. If you would, please give us a 5-star rating on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play. Do it. It helps. Stop.
Do it now. Make it.
You can always check us out. We try to record the show live on YouTube when it works on Saturday night, so join us in the chat room. It's obviously a lot of fun.
It's super fun.
It's awesome. We have other shows on the network as well. We just released the episode for the Marginally Geeky show where we talked about 1984. If you've never read it, you might want to. It's kind of interesting.
Go ahead and prep yourself.
Yeah.
Before you wreck yourself.
Apparently, we have some new episodes coming out here pretty soon of Epic Rhythm and Blues.
Yeah, you do. You got a new one coming at you very, very soon.
Hopefully, I will have my new episode of Epically Geeky Makers sometime this coming week. And Cyrus, are we getting a new episode of Game Rambling, or are we waiting?
Monday. We're going to do it
Okay.
tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah, we're going to do it tomorrow.
No, tomorrow is Sunday.
Oh, tomorrow's Sunday.
Yes.
Man, I'm all messed up.
Yeah.
Stupid
So Monday.
House of Cards.
Staying awake 24 hours with shit.
Monday, 6 p.m. Central Time, Game Rambling. Join me and Pick Your Gamer as we ramble about
Yeah.
video.
So is this going to be your pre-E3 show, or?
Yeah. Well, we already did our E3 like roundup as far as like what we think's gonna. But
Right.
there's gonna be a lot more talk about that and stuff that's gone on during the week, especially Nintendo's news, which they've hit us with about their online plans.
Oh yeah, he was trying to explain it to me, and I was like, "What?" So
I know. I'm mad about it.
You don't even know. That's hilarious.
Ooh, that Nintendo and their plans. Ooh.
You can find the site online at epicallygeeky.com. You can also follow it on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Epically Geeky.
Yeah, girl.
Where can we find you on the internet, Lainey?
You can find me at It's a Ladybird on Twitter and on Instagram. You can also find me over on Epic Rhythm and Brews. But for real, you can find me on Epic Rhythm and Brews. So there's a new one coming out soon. And on the Marginally Geeky show when I remember that it's a thing.
When she remembers it's a thing.
Well-
Cyrus Smart, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me.
There it is.
You.
What's the rabbit hands?
This is what Eugene was
Pizza.
doing.
And I did it like... I did do it that way. Never mind.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's going to haunt my dreams.
Teeth.
Where can we find you on the internet?
Just look for my name. You'll find me, and you won't like it.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out his YouTube account recently, a little different than it used to be. So,
Cyrus Martin.
but it's fun. I actually got some episodes of one of his shows coming up here where I was on there playing games and answering questions. So
The bleeding of subscribers continues.
you can find my individual wacky adventure online at Optimus Gene on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For everyone on the site, have a good night.